this pot in the back here, I've got some onions cooking in olive oil. Well, I don't know about this now. There we go. There we go. All right. Onions cooking in olive oil. And I've cooked them down, and now I want to add some garlic to this. Here we go. Here we have minced garlic. I do the onions first because I don't want the garlic to burn. If I cook it with the onions, they will burn. So I put them in after the onions have cooked down. In goes the garlic. Then along with this, I also want to have some tomatoes. And here we're using plum tomatoes. These are the preferred tomatoes for making tomato sauce in Italy. And this is what plum tomatoes look like. So when you go to the store, you want to make sure that you're buying good plum tomatoes from Italy. So after the garlic is in and the onions are soft, and you don't want the garlic to brown now, you can add the tomatoes. So the tomatoes go in, and then with this, I like to have sugar. Yes, I put a little bit of sugar in that sauce and some salt. I like the sugar to cut the acid of the tomatoes. That goes in. And then a nice, good, dry red wine goes in. You want to cook this down now for about, 20 minutes or so. Give that a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Then at the end, I'm going to move this now off the stove. At the end, we're going to add some spinach and some more of that fresh ricotta cheese. And we're also going to have some basil. I want to put some basil in. And here's a neat way to cut basil. If you just roll it up like a cigar and then do what's called a chiffonade, you see? And then you can just undo your basil, and it's in nice little strips. And that goes in to the tomato sauce. So let that cook for about 20 minutes. Now, when that's done, it's going to look like this. Here's one that we cooked a little earlier. You see? It's thickened up, and it's looking good. Okay, now it's time to add the pasta. And remember to put salt in the 4 quarts of water. Today it's rigatoni. So in goes the rigatoni. Mozzarella cheese. So now that goes in. We want that to really become part of the sauce. And fresh spinach. This is just fresh chopped spinach that I cooked for a few minutes and then squeezed very dry. And now you really want to mix all of this very well to get the cheese melting and the spinach intermingled with all that wonderful looking rigatoni. So there, isn't that wonderful? And that's a great first course.